The Nintendo Switch released 8 years ago, which is why when Nintendo announced the Switch 2, I was ecstatic to finally have an upgrade for such an old system. To celebrate the new console, there was a new Outbreak for Porygon and Scarlet and Violet on the Switch, which would turn into Porygon 2 Outbreak when the Switch 2 actually released. To celebrate the Switch's long life, I plan on finding a shiny Porygon for every year it's been released before going to GameStop to upgrade to the Switch 2. The first year of the Switch was honestly kind of a dry year for me. Despite getting the console day one, I just wasn't too interested in Super Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild, so I mostly used the Switch for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, since I didn't own a Wii, and the only Pokemon game on the Switch at the time, Pokken Tournament DX. Year 2 was way bigger, with us getting some actual Pokemon games like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, as well as the best Pokemon game at the time, Pokemon Quest. We also got some great RPGs like Undertale, and we got the biggest game of the year, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. 2019 gave me the 2D Mario game I was craving in this new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I didn't own a Wii. As well as the first new generation of Pokemon on the Switch with Pokemon Sword and Shield. COVID, 2020, gave us some bangers to keep us entertained while cooped up in our homes, with Animal Crossing New Horizons being the biggest game of the year. And Sword and Shield also got some DLC, with the Isle of Armor giving us the meta-warping Urshifu, and the Crown Tundra giving us what Mewtwo wishes it was with Calyrex. 2021 was one of the biggest years for me on the Switch, because it gave us so many great games, like Metroid Dread, Miitopia, Deltarune, Super Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury. Remember, I didn't own a Wii. And it kept me busy with some more Pokemon games like Pokemon Snap, Unite, and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. 2022 would have been a very dry year for me if it wasn't for Pokemon Arceus and the new Pokemon generation, Scarlet and Violet. These games were what really got me into shiny hunting on the Switch, and I replayed through both of them so many times throughout the year. "2023 finally gave us an original 2D Mario game on the Switch with Super Mario Bros. Wonder, as well as the best Zelda game with Tears of the Kingdom, as well as giving us more DLC for Scarlet and Violet. 2024 was the driest year for me, since I just wasn't too interested in any of the games releasing that year. Instead, this is the year that I really got into competitive Pokemon and started building teams and participating in online and local tournaments. Finally, here we are in 2025, ready to pick up the Switch 2 for the first time. I dressed up as a ruined maniac since GameStop was having various competitions like a costume contest, a drawing contest, a guess how much is in the mason jar, and trivia while we're waiting in line.
Waiting in line at GameStop to pick up my Switch 2, playing some Pokemon Gold. Waiting in line. Guys, I'm playing. They're doing stuff. We won twice. We won twice.
It was a lot of fun waiting in line at GameStop, talking to everyone in line, dancing to the music that they had playing outside, and just generally vibing along with everyone else in line. While we waited with bated breath for us to finally have our hands on the brand new Switch 2. And when we finally got inside, my excitement was through the roof. I could basically taste it. I could feel it in my hands. I could see all the merch around. I was ecstatic. Costume contest! Really?
yeah, but no one's played enough.
Okay, you got second place.
Oh, nice.
He got second.
Wow, thank you so much.
He's won everything.
Hell yeah.
He won the first place costume, second place drawing,
Hell yeah.
and 2 of these.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what happens when you participate. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Now that the Switch has evolved into the Switch 2, I immediately started playing it in my living room. At the time, I did not have any good way to record my Switch 2, and so I just pointed a camera at the screen. Oh, I think I found shiny. Yep. First shiny on the Switch 2.
Nice, what was it?
Porygon 2.
Cool. I kind of started doing the Lapras outbreak last night, and then I fell asleep.
Look at that very crisp 4K Porygon 2 found in what's supposed to be the laggiest part of the game. But the hunt was made buttery smooth. The release of the Switch 2 was huge, with us getting Mario Kart World, as well as getting various updates to Switch 1 games that make them feel like new, such as Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, as well as Tears of the Kingdom. And the future looks even brighter, with us getting Donkey Kong Bonanza, Pokemon ZA, and Metroid Prime 4, all this year, and even more coming in the future. This is very clearly gonna be the biggest console for Nintendo, and I'm so excited to see what games that they can do with this powerful system. But for now, I think that'll be everything for this video about the Switch 2. Make sure to subscribe so you can see all the videos I have planned on this new console. And you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.